Oh hey, how's it going? I didn't see you there earlier. How's your day going? Mine's doing pretty good. Today, I'd like to talk to you guys about what all it takes to actually do a semi-decent YouTube channel. All the equipment that it takes, the look, the lights, all of that. It takes a fair amount. I mean, as you can see, the lighting in here right now is not great. I'm going to talk about the equipment that I'm using. First, being filmed on a Nikon D3200, which is a camera that I just happen to have owned, which is a pretty good camera. It is a pretty good still camera, but unfortunately, like, the video isn't great. Specifically, the autofocus, as you can tell. So I have a tendency of doing it in manual, which means I have to manually focus and hope that I'm actually in focus. Which is a little more difficult than it actually looks. What do you think? Yeah, something along those lines. Alright. I am recording onto a Zoom M1 that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace for $75. Oh, I got the camera a couple years back from a buddy of mine who sadly has passed away, but that is just kind of how the world sucks anymore. I did buy a small LCD screen that is set right above the camera so that I can actually see what I'm doing. But what I've been working on recently is lighting. Lighting, and of course what you see right behind me. Right back there is a little bit of a set wall. So it looks like I'm in this really nice room. By the way, this wall is made out of barrel staves, just so you know. I had a bunch of barrel staves laying around that I needed something to do with, so I decided, you know, hey, make this this nice little facade wall. Let's try that. Nope, still not good. As you can see, it actually takes quite a bit to get just right. Yeah. So, here's that. Now, it's all about the lighting. You see how just completely washed out that I look? That's because I've got a bunch of LED fluorescent lighting above me. So, we're going to start by turning on some of the lights. And the lights are actually just regular, like, shop lamps that I've put in LED bulbs on, and these two are attached to my camera rig setup over here, and they're just straight at me. And honestly, these aren't going to be good for this kind of lighting, but we're going to leave those on for now, and we're going to shut off some of the shop lights. Now, the shop lights will have to be on when we're working on the actual projects, because I'll need to be able to see what I'm doing. As you can see, it's already looking better, right? Right. Got another one to shut off over here. There's, now all of the fluorescent LEDs are off, and as you can see, well, actually that's not true. I've got one right above me. It already looks significantly better, but let's keep going. Alright, now the only lights that are on me are the the clippy lights. I forget what the hell they're called. The clippy lights that you can get from the store with some LED lights on it that enforce me. And as you can see, it does look a lot better, but still, it's too bright. So, I actually made up a couple dimmer boxes. See? We'll unplug. This is a dimmer box. See, it's got a dimmer switch and a couple plugs in it. Just hooked it up, so light goes right into it. Plugs in, so you can hit it, turn it on, and turn on a light. So we're gonna turn that light on full. We're gonna shut off these two that are behind the camera. Now see, that's way too bright, but I made another one over here. So, still extremely too bright. So we're gonna turn this one down. Well, it's better. And turn this down. As you can see, as it's hitting in on me this way, it's creating some shadows, but it doesn't look great behind me. So I'm going to turn on an accent light. We're going to light a little candle over here. You know, a little bit of ambiance. Still not great. We're gonna kind of play with these, try to get them adjusted a little bit better. This one is still real bright. I mean, that's actually better, but still not much in the way of a three-dimensional. I'm still kind of two-dimensional, so I actually have this other light set up over here. I don't really like this light. It's a little too white. It's not very warm. So, but giving it behind me just a little bit, behind and above me, as you can see, it gives me a little more of a three-dimensional feel on the screen. Now I'm still learning all of this lighting. And that's kind of the point behind this video itself, is like explaining what all you have to learn just to be able to do one of these YouTube channels and do it well and do it so it's pretty and so people will be happy with it. One of the first comments I got when I asked if I should do a new YouTube channel was make sure that your lighting is good. Because the lighting is actually very important. So, that's pretty much what I've been working on. Lights. Studio, which this side, the back side of my garage, is set up so that I can talk to you like this, and it looks like I'm in a nice study. Kind of like it. And the other side, the part that you can't see right now, is where we're actually going to be making the fun stuff. So, hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to keep working on this, and hopefully I can figure it all out, and it'll actually look nice at some point. So, have a good night. Cheers.